The wait is finally over. Outlander is coming back for its 8th and final season in 2025, and the trailer has already set the internet on fire. It is dark, emotional, and full of secrets that hint at the end of Claire and Jamie's story. Fans who have followed this journey for years know one thing: this will not be just another season. It will be the closing chapter of one of television's most powerful love stories. And with leaked spoilers spreading across the internet, the question now is, how will it all end? The trailer for Outlander Season 8 opens with a heavy silence, the kind that makes you hold your breath before something big happens. Then we see Claire Fraser standing alone in a dimly lit room, her face lined with pain and courage. She whispers Jamie's name, and suddenly, the screen flashes to him riding through the Scottish Highlands, older now, but still carrying that same fire in his eyes. The trailer makes it clear from the very first frame: this season is about love tested by time, war, and destiny. We then see quick flashes of battle. Soldiers marching with their weapons drawn, smoke filling the air, and the sound of drums echoing in the background. It feels like the calm before the storm, the kind of storm that could destroy everything Claire and Jamie have fought for. The editing is sharp and fast, giving us glimpses of danger without telling us the full story. This is clever because it keeps fans asking questions and looking for clues in every frame next. The trailer shifts to Brianna and Roger. They are shown with their children, but the happiness is short-lived. In one shot, Brianna clutches her child tightly, as if protecting them from something unseen. In another, Roger looks over his shoulder with fear in his eyes, suggesting that their family is once again caught in the pull of time travel and the dangers that come with it. This is where fans begin to wonder, will the younger generation carry the weight of the story's final arc? The trailer also gives us small glimpses of new characters. A shadowy figure steps out from the mist, someone we do not recognize, but who clearly carries importance. Their arrival hints at a new enemy, or perhaps an ally with secrets of their own. The way the camera lingers on their face tells us this person will be crucial to how the final story unfolds. It raises another burning question: who will stand with Claire and Jamie? Who will betray them? As the music builds, the trailer shows a softer moment. Jamie holds Claire's hand, and his voice says, "No matter the time, no matter the place, I will find you." It is a line that echoes through the years, reminding fans why this love story has lasted across centuries of danger and heartbreak. But instead of comfort, this line feels like a warning. It makes us wonder if separation, or even death, could be waiting for them in this final season. Finally, the trailer closes with a shot that chills fans to the bone. Claire is seen running through the woods, her face covered with tears, and the sound of thunder rolling in the background. A voice whispers, "Every story must end," and the screen fades to black. No answers, only questions. And that is exactly what keeps the audience on edge. This final season will not only test the characters, but also the hearts of the fans who have been with them since the beginning. The trailer is just the surface. Behind the official announcement, Starz has confirmed something that changes everything for fans. Season 8 will not just be another continuation. It is the final chapter. This means that every storyline, every unanswered question, and the character arc that has been building for years will now find its end. When a series closes, it does not play safe. It pushes characters to their limits. Outlander Season 8 promises to do exactly that. One of the first confirmed details is that the season will circle back to its roots. At its heart, Outlander has always been about Claire and Jamie's love fighting against time itself. In the last season, they faced war, separation, and loss. But the new season sets the stage for their legacy. This is not just about surviving battles anymore. It's about what remains after the dust clears. What memory will Claire and Jamie leave behind, and how will history remember them? Starz has revealed that the season will have a stronger focus on family. Not only the bond between Claire and Jamie, but also the future that Brianna and Roger carry with their children. These children are more than background characters now. They are a bridge between the past and the future, and their presence confirms that time travel will once again play a dangerous role. The safety of the next generation is tied directly to the choices Claire and Jamie make. And this creates a tension that runs through every scene. Another key detail is the return to powerful themes. Fans will see loyalty and betrayal side by side. The battle for survival will be painted not just with swords and muskets, but with impossible decisions. Who will Claire trust when the walls close in? Can Jamie hold his family together when history itself tries to tear them apart? These questions are not just dramatic, they are the very core of the final chapter. Every decision carries weight. Because every decision might be the last, the showrunners also confirmed that the season will be filled with echoes of the past. Old faces may return, not always in the way fans expect. Memories, flashbacks, and even visions will connect the early seasons to the ending, making the story feel like a full circle. This is a gift to loyal viewers who have followed Claire's journey from her very first time step through the stones. At the same time, it is a warning that the story may revisit the pain and heartbreak that shaped her. Into the woman she is now, is also clear that the world around them will collapse into chaos. War looms in the background and history cannot be ignored. Claire and Jamie have tried to alter the course of events before, but now it feels like history is fighting back harder than ever. The timeline itself becomes a character in this season. Unpredictable and dangerous. Time is no longer just something to travel through. It is an enemy, waiting to punish anyone who dares to defy it. All of these confirmed details paint a picture of a season that is both emotional and merciless. This is not a story of safety or comfort. It is a story of finality. With each episode, fans will be reminded that this journey is ending, and endings demand sacrifice. Outlander Season 8 is not promising a gentle goodbye. It is promising a storm where love, family, and destiny collide for one last time. There are whispers in the Outlander fandom right now. It's whispers that speak of scenes not yet shown, details not yet confirmed, and endings that fans are not ready to face. These whispers come from supposed leaks and verified, yet too powerful to ignore. Whether they are true or not, they spread like fire because they touch on the deepest fears and hopes of the fans. And if even half of them are correct, then the final season of Outlander will break hearts in ways the series has never dared before. One of the loudest leaks suggests that this season will not spare its most beloved characters. For years, fans have feared losing Jamie Fraser, and now the rumors circle back to that very possibility. Some claim that the final season will end with Jamie sacrificing himself, his last act being to protect Claire or his family. Others argue it will be Claire who faces the final price, her story closing where it began through the stones. The uncertainty is what drives fans mad with speculation. Will love end in reunion, or will it end in separation? Another leak speaks about Brianna and Roger's children. According to fan discussions fueled by insider hints, their children will not be bystanders in the story. They may become the key to solving or even causing the final time travel twist. One rumor even suggests that the children themselves could get trapped in another timeline, forcing Brianna to make a choice no mother should ever have to face. This is not only shocking, it changes the very balance of who the story is about. It is no longer just Claire and Jamie's fight. It becomes the fight of their legacy. There are also whispers of a new enemy. The trailer shows a shadowy figure, but the leaks give it more shape. Some say this character is drawn from history itself, rival with the power to change the course of events. Someone who knows the truth about Claire's time travel and intends to use it as a weapon. Imagine the stakes. History itself manipulated, not by accident, but by someone who understands the rules of time better than Claire ever did. This rumor alone has created endless debates among fans, with theories stretching across books, episodes, and even cut storyline. And then comes the darkest spoiler of all. Some fans claim the series will not end with peace, but with a twist that rewrites everything we know. In this version of events, Claire's journey is not random. Her first step through the stones was not an accident, but part of a cycle that she can never escape. If true, this would mean her fate is tied to time in a way she cannot break. She may be forced to return to the very beginning, repeating her story as if time itself refuses to let her go. It is a cruel idea, but one that matches the haunting tone of the trailer. Whether these spoilers are true or not, one thing is certain: they add a heavy weight to the final season. Fans do not just wait for new episodes. They wait with fear, with excitement, and with questions that may not have happy answers. If even one of these leaks proves real, then Outlander will not just end as a story. It will end as a legend. Kind of tale that lives on because of the way it leaves you unsettled long after the final scene fades to black the moment the trailer dropped.
Ow.
The Outlander fandom exploded. Social media turned into a storm of excitement, tears, and theories. Some fans typed in all caps, unable to hide their shock. Others posted slow, careful breakdowns of every single frame, pausing the trailer second by second to find hidden clues. Outlander has always had passionate viewers, but this time the energy feels different. It feels final. It feels like the beginning of goodbye on Twitter. Fans are already calling the trailer beautiful and heartbreaking at the same time. Many wrote about how they cried just hearing Jamie's voice promise, "I will find you." For some, that line was not just romance, it was a warning of separation. On Reddit, long threads debate whether the season will follow the books closely or break away to shock viewers with a new ending. Book readers whisper that they see hints of changes. Show-only viewers are trying to guess if the producers will stay true or deliver something unexpected. The clash of opinions has only fueled. The buzz. Further YouTube reaction videos are another fire spreading through the fandom. Viewers record themselves watching the trailer live, gasping at every moment, holding their heads in disbelief, or even screaming when Claire appears running in the woods. The thumbnails of these videos are full of wide eyes and shocked faces. Fans are not just watching the story, they are feeling it as if they are living it alongside. Claire and Jamie, this level of emotional involvement proves that Outlander has become more than entertainment. It has become personal. Fan artists and writers are flooding platforms like Tumblr and Instagram with their own visions of how the ending might look. Drawings of an older Jamie saying farewell to Claire. Edits of Claire standing by the stones. One last time. Quotes from the books overlaid on haunting images of the Highlands. The creativity of the fandom is keeping the conversation alive every single day. It's as if fans are building their own versions of the ending while waiting for the official one, but not all reactions are joyful. Many fans are openly dreading what is coming. The idea of losing Jamie or Claire feels unbearable to them. Some comment that they will need tissues for every episode. Others admit they are not ready to say goodbye to a story that has been part of their lives for nearly a decade. There is a mixture of love and grief in every corner of the discussion, like a family preparing to part ways after a long and forgettable journey. Together, this fan energy is more than noise, it shapes the story's legacy. Producers and writers know how deeply the audience feels. When a fandom is this alive, it becomes part of the show itself. Outlander Season 8 is not only about what happens on screen, it is also about how the world reacts to it, remembers it, and carries it forward. The buzz is proof that Outlander has left a permanent mark, one that will echo long after the final episode airs. Every story must end. That is the heavy truth hanging over Outlander Season 8. For years, fans have lived inside Claire and Jamie's world, crossing centuries with them, watching them face war, heartbreak, and impossible choices. But now, all of that leads here to one last season, one last chance to say goodbye. The trailer promises not just drama, but a storm, and the leaks whisper that sacrifices will be made. This is not just another season of television. This is the closing of a love story that defied time itself. The images shown are not random. They are warnings. Claire running through the woods is not just fear. It is the weight of a story coming full circle. Jamie's vow, "I will find you," does not feel like reassurance anymore. It feels like a desperate promise carved into the dark. And the voice at the end of the trailer, whispering that every story must end, is more than a reminder. Is a message to the fans themselves. Outlander is preparing you, slowly but surely, for heartbreak. The question now is not whether the story will end, but how. Will Jamie's final act be one of sacrifice? Will Claire's fate return her to the stones, trapped in an endless cycle? Will Brianna and Roger's children carry the story into another generation? Or will the line end here, broken by time's cruelty? No one knows, and that is what makes this season impossible to ignore. The air around it is heavy with both dread and anticipation, as if the fandom itself is holding its breath. This is why fans are glued to every rumor, every frame, and every whisper online. They know what is coming cannot be stopped. But they also know that endings matter. An ending defines how a story is remembered. Outlander's ending will not only close the door on Claire and Jamie, it will leave a mark on every fan who ever cried for them, loved them, or followed them across centuries. It will either be the ending fans always dreamed of, or one they will never forgive. That is the power of a finale, and now the question passes to you, the viewer. Do you believe the leaks? You think Jamie or Claire will meet their end? Or do you think Outlander will surprise us all with a twist that no one saw coming? Your theories matter, because in this fandom, every voice builds the legacy of the show. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Argue, debate, or share your hopes. The discussion is part of the journey, and right now, the journey is all we have left before the final curtain falls. So prepare yourself. Gather your theories, gather your courage, and keep watching closely. Outlander Season 8 is coming, and when it does, it will change everything. If you want to stay ahead of every leak, every spoiler, and every hidden detail, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you don't miss what comes next. Because when the final episode airs, you will want to be ready. The storm is coming, and once it begins, there is no turning back. When the trailer ends, the story does not stop. It lingers. It leaves behind questions that refuse to stay quiet. This is where the theories begin, where fans start piecing together fragments of dialogue, half-seen images, and the weight of 7 seasons before. Outlander Season 8 is more than just the final chapter. It feels like a puzzle, one built from time, fate, and sacrifice. And many believe that puzzle is hiding its answer in plain sight. One theory suggests that the entire journey has always been leading back to the stones. The stones are where it began, and the stones may be where it must end. But what if the ending is not simple? Some fans think Claire will not just return through the stones. She may discover that she was meant to create the cycle itself. Imagine this. Claire steps through one last time, only to realize she is the reason her younger self entered in the first place. A loop with no escape, history feeding itself again and again. It is haunting, but it makes sense in a story built on time's endless pull. Another theory looks at Jamie's arc. For years, fans have said Jamie is more than just a man. He is a symbol, a force of destiny tied directly to Claire's journey. Some believe he was never meant to live beyond his role in her story. This theory suggests that Jamie's final act will be his sacrifice, a way of ensuring Claire's survival, but not his own. If this happens, his vow, "I will find you," becomes a promise carried into death. He may be gone from this world, but his presence will always follow her. A love that defies not only time, but also mortality. There is also the question of Brianna and Roger's children. Theories online suggest the children may inherit more than their parents' names. They may inherit the ability to travel through time itself. But what if their gift becomes the danger? A theory rising in fan circles imagines one of the children pulled into the past, trapped in a century that was never theirs. This would leave Brianna facing the cruel choice between saving her child or protecting history. It turns the final season into a generational battle, one where the fight is not only about survival, but about what kind of world the family leaves. Behind then comes the most daring interpretation of all. What if Outlander has never been Claire's story alone? What if it has always been the story of time itself? This theory argues that time is not a background element, it is the true antagonist. Every war, every death, every separation has come because time demands a price. If the series ends this way, the message would be chilling. It would not matter how much Claire and Jamie love each other. What would matter is that time always wins. And yet, in losing, their love becomes eternal, remembered across centuries precisely because it could not escape. When a story like Outlander reaches its end, it does not simply stop. It leaves behind an echo. It lingers in the memory of those who followed it, not just as a show, but as a journey. For 8 seasons, fans have walked beside Claire and Jamie. They have crossed centuries, faced wars, and carried heartbreak. They have lived love stories that defied time itself. Now, as the final chapter approaches, Outlander becomes more than entertainment. It becomes a legacy. This legacy is not only written on screen, it lives in the hearts of the fans who cried. For Jamie's wounds, who held their breath as Claire stepped through the stones, who whispered, "I will find you," as if it were their own vow. It lives in the endless discussions, the theories spun late at night, the art, the writing, the debates. Outlander became a shared language, a bond between strangers across the world. That is what makes the ending so heavy it feels like saying goodbye not only to characters, but to a part of ourselves. The beauty of Outlander's story is that it was never afraid of pain. It showed that love is not perfect, but love is powerful enough to survive loss, betrayal, war, and time itself. Claire and Jamie's story taught us that love can be eternal even if life is not, and that may be the greatest legacy of all. And we'll carry this truth with them long after the credits roll for the final time. Outlander will remind them that endings are not the end. They are transformations, turning moments into memories that never fade as the final season nears. The question is not just what will happen to the characters. The question is, what will remain with us after the last scene fades? Will we remember Outlander for its epic battles, or for the quiet moments where two people held hands against the world? Will we remember the time travel, or the way love crossed centuries to find itself again and again? The answer is clear: we will remember all of it, because Outlander was never just about one thing. It was about the human heart. This is why the trailer feels so powerful. This is why the leaks matter. This is why the theories spread like fire. Everyone knows that when the screen finally fades to black, Outlander will not return. But its story will live on, carried in the voices of fans, in the pages of the books, and in the memory of a love story too strong to ever vanish. Outlander will end as a series, but it will remain forever as a legend. So here we stand, on the edge of the final season, waiting, hoping, fearing. Outlander's last chapter is about to be written. And when it is, the world will watch together. This is the end of the journey, but also the beginning of how it will be remembered. Claire and Jamie's love story may close, but its legacy will continue across time, across hearts, and across every fan who ever believed in them. That is the final gift of Outlander. It was never just a story, it was a promise. A promise that love, no matter the time or the place, will always find a way.